Okay. Oh, there's new features to StreamYard, and it's leading me to start quite confuzzled. That's okay. I gotta hit the ground running on this one because, well, first off, I was supposed to go live with my homeboy, my brethren, Josh. I was not a very good brother yesterday. We were supposed to do a whole bit of coverage on the VP debate, but I was kind of nowhere to be found. Had a very, very well needed rest. Literally on my day off yesterday, 7 p.m. till what's up, Twisted? Good to see you. I slept, I don't know how many hours this is. Last night, 7 p.m., I stayed down and only got out of bed this morning at like 8 in the morning. But welcome. Hey, don't play. Okay, yes, about that. Okay, I'm going to address this. I flaked, but Josh and I are in fact going live. I'm actually using the time that I want to dedicate to two specific topics. Yes. My body is tired. And there's a reason for that, but I don't want to go into it because there are just some elements of one's personal life that if you keep sharing it in the public eye, it's just going to always get thrown back in your face. While I enjoy my transparency, the ammunition's out there, and what the hell do I really care? But whatever the case, I had a good 230 days of sobriety. I broke that commitment to myself and about a month ago, and I'm doing it again. Five nights here, starting from ground zero. But okay, I am soon after I cover. Hey, Crystal. Soon after I cover two things that I think are very interesting. I'm gonna be on the Stuck at Night show. I gotta link that in the description, but I did put at least the name of the show. There's two strong examples, I think, that could not be any more fitting for something that I just see as a problem this day and age. And I'm gonna start with a reaction. And yes, thank you for those of you that are forgiving, because there's those that are out there. They're not the majority. It's just I've been watching and binging a lot of channels recently. One of them being Lolcal Live, Wings of Redemption, Breaking Banquet. These may sound like strange channels to you. Lolcal Live is apparently YouTube's number one most viewed show, by the way. It's where they take two lolcows, and I think the host himself is a lolcow. He'll just never admit it to himself. So he has two of the most hated people on the internet, puts them as co-hosts. They're all equal partners, but he's the captain. They went out in the woods, and a bunch of hilarity ensued. But that's not why I'm here right now in this moment. If you recognize this figure, this man-child, first I want to say I apologize. I'm sorry. And let me get back, make sure that you guys can see the fool I'm showing, because I want everybody to know exactly who this idiot is. And if you don't, I hope your children aren't watching this misfit, this degenerate, this lost version of generation whatever XYZ it is, that this is who they look up to. This person, this human, this technical man here, man child, is a hero to children, much like Logan Paul, only just maybe a smidgen less wealthy. This is someone who could no longer sustain their lifestyle and deeds on YouTube, so they had to go to that stream where everybody goes when they're just not too edgy or risque, but I guess too much of a degenerate. Not to say there's problems with YouTube censorship or that there isn't, but this is one of the many that's been kicked off. Now let me paint a picture. All right, let's let the audio speak for itself for a moment. This is where the youth is going, by the way, for their characters to look up to. On Kick, I've never been on Kick myself. These characters, Sneeko, Neon, people that I hope you never hear any of your kids or loved ones in your family speak on their names, because you'll know they're watching complete low lives, inspiring other low lives to complete low life crap.
One of the most hated YouTubers on the entire platform, and for good reason. He's unlikable, annoying, and has an extremely punchable face. But you would think
look at that face, tell me you don't want to punch it. He's over 21. You can punch it and hopefully not get arrested. Just make sure, just like the end, this is the beginning of the end for him. Just like Mr. Beast, by the way. I have a special live for that one all on its own. He's, all these big YouTubers always seem affiliated with some degree of people that have been in prison for really bad things. And this is just one of the many sparks that is igniting his downfall. And I'm so glad to see it. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the reversal when I guess a downfall is elicited for all the wrong reasons, and all the vultures come to pick the bones clean of a good man. And that's the next topic. But listen and learn. This is what the children of this current day are looking up to and thinking is cool.
Think that after receiving every warning
And shout out to Internet Anarchist, where this video has come from.
imaginable and turning the entire internet against him, that Jack would reconsider the path of being a public nuisance for views and clout.
Is this your house? Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do? We're not here to play games.
Flip a coin.
What do you want to do?
Heads, we send him to jail. Tails.
No.
Hey,
He's not going to.
Unfortunately, it would only be a matter of time before Jack's bold antics caught up with him and threatened to end his entire career. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the rapidly
Shout out to
deteriorating.
This dude's got great content. I've always wondered where this dude's parents have been, by the way. No, not the Internet Anarchist, who does a fantastic job of original content, but Jack Doherty, where's his parents? Just letting this man-child run amok since he was a child. He has been streaming since he was a child. And I fear this is what I'm seeing on the streets myself. Everybody that walks by my liquor store when I'm outside is in one way, shape, or form trying to live stream some sort of debauchery or music video.
Career of Jack Doherty. Around 7 months ago, I uploaded a video discussing Jack's rise to notoriety and later
Let me make this clear. I'm going to let it play. I know I interrupt a lot, and also for the fair use purposes. He is appealing and advertising to children while slipping advertisements for OnlyFans in there, okay, subtly, and sometimes not so subtly. And I don't know how how they get away with it for so long. And that's not what's getting him canceled.
infamy on YouTube. In a nutshell, Jack is a creator and streamer who made a name for himself by capitalizing on viral trends and lighthearted trolling content.
Yo, what is up, guys? Jack Doherty here, back with another video.
Not to be cheesy, but like if
Very
you
ad
believe it,
for
you can do it.
using somebody
I'm the
else's
first black woman.
content. But yeah, you see, little child. This is immediately, I guess, as soon as he could put a few brain cells together, this is the path he decided to go on. And society didn't shun him enough. He got away with everything. And this is the kind of stardom we have now at the level of, social media self-promotion.
Today I'm gonna be going trick-or-treating the day after Halloween. I got my GoPro on my head. I'm just gonna tell people I'm a doctor or something for Halloween.
However, as his online career progressed, Jack would escalate his content from a few harmless pranks to extremely disorderly conduct, with stunts like him harassing Ninja on stream, getting kicked out of public spaces, and shutting off the power at Walmart. Jack wanted to cause as much mayhem as possible for the sake of viewership and clout.
Guys, better shut off the lights on Walmart. Panel 1, panel 8.
Bro, just go.
14, 16, 18.
Go ahead.
That means aisle 14, aisle 16.
All right, do it.
Eventually, Jack's thirst for attention pushed him to go beyond public misconduct, and he began
You can even still call this semi-quasi-innocent, maybe sadly passing for entertainment, but it only goes lower. When you start to build a channel like this, you can only find the lowest depths possible, so you can keep seeing those views climb and the cash flow.
harassing random people on the street during live streams.
What?
So he has his clique of bodyguards immediately pick up any battle that he'd find himself in, which makes him the easiest person to hate on all of the platforms, period.
Well, pal, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, pal?
Jack's streams would only get more degenerate and outrageous as he frequently hosted or attended parties that featured controversial figures. Like,
Well, look, it's a bunch of scumbags that have been kicked off of YouTube. Here's FouseyTube. He used to be on YouTube until, well, he had an identity crisis of sorts and also got himself arrested. Neon, same thing, got arrested in a foreign country. Oh, look, it's the Island Boys. And there's Jack Doherty. So, yeah, this is where the lowest of the low all go to sink. It's the swamp, only with money.
Neon, the Island Boys, and FouseyTube.
We did that to make him feel big. Y'all gonna stare here and not clap for him? Y'all are all beta as f.
Sheriff, this guy's f***ing beta as f***. God damn it. Beta said, hey. Yo, you're a f***. You're a little f***.
While controversy and outrage were the cornerstones of Jack's online persona,
I love how this day and age, like alpha, sigma, beta are all like in the vernacular now. I'm a beta. I'm an alpha. You're a beta. I'm the alpha. Like, just if you have to talk in those terms, you are probably none the above and the lowest common denominator.
it didn't always work in his favor. On the 7th of January 2024, Jack received a 24-hour ban on Kick after he asked a girl to expose herself on stream. Even though Jack was comfortable making a fool of
There's Kick for you, okay? Little nudity, 24-hour ban.
himself for attention, he wouldn't allow anyone else that luxury. By the 11th of January 2024, Jack would falsely copyright claim videos from YouTubers Mimulus and I'm Alex, with a tweet reading, "Hey Team YouTube, Jack Doherty is abusing YouTube's copyright system by claiming videos that are clearly not infringing on his rights to farm revenue," with a British loser replying,
So he basically just found any channel that would use any of his clips and would grift off of their content by claiming copyright infringements, which is an abuse of it. So I'm going to go through this part because I want to get to where he gets just, to the end, I suppose. And I want to jump on to the next topic and get on Stuck in the Middle show. Please, guys, I'm drop the link if you're able to. If not, I'll be dropping the link myself because that's where I'm hopping to. I missed the entire debate between the two VPs, and there's a lot I need to catch up on.
You're all set. Why are you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all say you're all walk. Then walk.
This is the beginning of a lawsuit that has sparked a trend of more and more lawsuits, which is going fantastic. So this guy with the arm extended outward is this punk, Jack Doherty's, but one of his many bodyguards, with a rap sheet of assault and domestic abuse, all the things a fine character of his caliber should have. And so Jack Doherty literally instigated this at his party while streaming and challenged two guys to a 2-on-2 conflict battle. And this is what went down. That resulted in a $75,000 lawsuit, and Jack Doherty's insurance isn't going to cover it. State Farm is not backing this guy. This guy is so bad. State Farm, the commercials where, we cover everybody, ain't going to cover this punk ass.
context, the incident reference was from this viral clip that Jack posted on his Twitter.
You're all set. Why are you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all say you're all walk. Then walk. Oh!
That man took substantial injury by that sucker punch and is suing. And I'm so glad that there's going to be actual consequence, because too often I'm seeing the actions without the follow-up, without the consequence. Oh, and just slipping this in there. Diddy, tip of the iceberg, man. Tip of the freaking iceberg.
What is wrong with you? Are you fucking crazy?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up, nigga?
Fucking security guard.
After outlining the events that inspired the lawsuit, the document highlighted how Jack continued to profit off the incident and his involvement in similar confrontations.
Here,
Following
more
links-
reasons to hate him. Let me give more visual representation. You know the legal jargon. This.
Man, this is a resort. People are trying to chill and relax.
You know my dad owns this place, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
if you stop talking shit,
You were the one that came up to me first.
Yo, you're the clown.
You didn't have to say
that
anything.
came in. I don't want to be filmed.
Okay, well,
You stop talking
keep your
shit.
hands down.
Go to your room, dog.
While this was the first time Jack had faced this kind of legal trouble, the
Ooh,
same
Broward County. I could only be so lucky.
could be said for his bodyguard, who had a quote history of assault and battery.
Oh,
Given the
here's the
severity
worst.
of cases,
How about harassing a father and his children? Obviously, the father, I've seen the full clip, asked just don't film my kids. I don't want to be harassed with my family. Jack has no respect, and I'd love to see his end. A final stamp on this trend of many like him that are going out there just being menaces to society, and it gets them ad revenue and donations.
Remember, Jack had spent the better part of last year terrorizing dozens of people for his streams, and any of them could decide to take things to court. Unfortunately, legal battles weren't the only thing Jack had to worry about. Around this time, a creator named Lenny Miller published a video titled, "I Fought Jack Doherty."
This one I'm going to let ride because it's enjoyable to see Jack Doherty get caught off guard without his bodyguards, and all that big talk just shrivels.
In which he confronted Jack over trash talking him online.
You got hella trash to talk on stream. Let's go. Let's go.
You're dumb as fuck.
What?
He's doing that for a clip.
Let's go. You had hella trash to talk on stream. Now let's go. You talked trash on stream last night. Let's go.
I don't care.
And you think it's funny? You won't say it to my face, but you'll say it on the VOD, huh?
Because I don't want to give you a clip like you're trying to do right now.
What do you mean?
As you'd imagine, Jack would only engage in the situation once he was a safe distance away and shielded by people around him.
I literally have boxing gloves. I have boxing gloves. Let's go. You're talking trash. Let's go. I literally will box you right now.
Ow, what the fuck?
Here come the tough frat boys milking the teat.
Chill.
But you won't box. That's what I'm saying.
Just hit the fuck out of McKinley.
With each passing day, more and more people were turning against Jack, and that trend would only continue as his inner circle of friends were about to expose his darkest secrets. On the 30th of March 2024, two former friends and a former employee of Jack collaborated on a video titled
I'm gonna
"Jack
go
Doherty Must Be Stopped."
Right here, because I do need to keep moving. Hold on. But now, like, the people he's worked with are just showing it all now. And this is probably one of the most alarming recent mishaps, we'll call it, or just exposing this clown, this piece of crap who just needs to go behind bars and face real consequences like real American citizens do that, work a 9 to 5 or just living within their means instead of this e-fame and e-money that comes with being a scumbag with no consequence whatsoever. This guy starts talking about how Jack was letting underage girls into his house. Oh, and of course he hung out with Diddy. Of course he did, Oh, I left the mute on.
17. That was at the house. And then you said they're never coming back to the house. 4 days later, Jack, Ace invited the 17-year-old and her friends over to the house. And I also have messages of Sophie messaging me, Daddy, please forgive me, or Daddy, please come over, or something. But I didn't want to come over.
So he's outing Jack for forcing a minor to call him daddy, so on and so forth, and to let her back in the house. Now, I know I switch up quite a bit. Crystal, Twisted 10, Jessa, hi. Everybody, welcome. By the way, the Stuck in the Middle show is still going to happen in just a few minutes. I'm going to jump from one to another huge extreme. Let me close out this thumbnail. Because this one, all right, we're going to take a dark turn, I suppose. And I actually want to dedicate my channel for a spell to a specific YouTuber who I believe played an integral part in this individual. One of my, look, I have a lot of comic books. You're just seeing a fraction of what I own there. I just purchased this book called The Red Room. This guy was independent comic book artist and writer, Ed Piskor, and he worked for Marvel. Great talent, introverted, and this is where I'm just touching on when all that kind of hate and attention that Jack is getting, when it's undeserved, when it's someone that is literally innocent, but the vultures and the brazen hashtags or the thumbnails are all just painting a picture of a man, all within a span of just 8 days. This man's life and livelihood, his very accomplished career, was destroyed, and he deleted himself as a result, and he names names, and this is he went through with it. I wish I would step away and show you the cover of this book, but I can't plug it more. It is dark. Ed Piskor had a dark mind, but, well, I don't know how you all feel about being read some of the bits of this, but I mean, he left it on his Facebook, Google Docs. This, I guess, he saw no way out. It's difficult, or maybe not so difficult, sadly, to understand why he took this route. He just didn't want to face it. He didn't want to face what he knew it was already coming. And by this time, before any allegations were thoroughly investigated or proven, I mean, the chat between him and a 17-year-old during the COVID lockdown was exposed by this girl, Molly, and shared out of context and all of this. And nothing he said warrants where this all went. He lost, I mean, when I say he lost everything, I mean everything. He just had a partnership for $75,000 with something that he'll mention in here, an art show, all of it torn down over a span of just 3 days. One woman comes forward, and then another with the same name comes forward. And so here, Ed Piskor, if you look him up on YouTube, you'll see a bunch of content about him. Here was some of his final words. I'm so sorry for being so stupid. I definitely should never have talked with Molly D. The language and optics look real dumb at best, but I promise my innocence. Especially out of context, it looks terrible. It was the height of COVID with no end in sight. This man deleted himself, I think, just 6 months ago, by the way. And I'm going to target this channel that hypocritically covered him during the downfall, threw mud on him, and then jumped on the rest in peace bandwagon and talking about cancel culture being the demon while he was all a part of it. And he literally read this letter. He called himself a journalist. He read this letter out loud to his channel and had no idea that Ed was already gone. Okay, so Jose De La Rosa, that's the guy. I'm going to show some of his content and paint him in the light he deserves. He's got skeletons in his closet. All right, I was just happy to have the internet to talk to people with common interests. The way that I noticed her was when she would like a bunch of my pictures at once. I wasn't trolling Instagram randomly, but I definitely shouldn't have chatted with her when I found out how young she was. Seeing someone younger representing, he's naming 2 awesome artists in the indie world, Crumb, G.G. Allen, gave me hope for the next generations and made me curious. Curiosity killed the cartoonist. There was no way I'd have a 17-year-old stay at my place. Maybe not 18 even. I was forward projecting to some unknown future where COVID lockdowns were finished and we could see people again. This means this girl sat on these messages for like 2 years, 3 years, and was just like, I feel like destroying a man's life and getting some notoriety out of it, which is what happened, and then the tables turned. And it wasn't even, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Let me pay some respect to this. I was forward projecting to some unknown future where COVID lockdowns were finished and we could see people again. And it wasn't even with sex in mind. It was simply saying that there's a bed here to crash, like the kindness that was given to me a bunch of time when I was starting out. Zine Fair in town, come crash. He drops names of other people he is invited over to do just the thing. When I asked if she could keep a secret, it was because I was sharing some Red Room pages before announcing the book I have purchased, which is a really deep, dark look and almost a commentary of the anonymous troll community, or even worse, the anonymous rich community. I wasn't trying to offer professional favors to anybody or use my position to get in anyone's pants. We're all in the same game, so why not introduce... Oh, I think this is the call. It's stuck. Yo ho, man. You're live right now, so speak freely. Oh. Yo. All right, I'm gonna pop off in like 5 minutes. Shall I meet you at...
Yes. I'll send you the Zoom link. I'm listening to 2 different streams, so it's fucking me up right now. But yes.
All right, just see me in 5 minutes. All right, Bo. I called him Bo. I missed the R. All right, so I'll be putting the link in the chat for if anybody's here. Often I talk to myself. So sticking to this, because this man, I mean, he really lived and breathed this passion for comics just as I did. I used to draw my own comics. I can empathize with this man, an extroverted introvert. He was a part of a huge podcast called KFAB, The Cartoonist, which is still going and is honored to this day. So I guess just let me get to some of the seething parts of it where he names names and just gives the literal. This is him explaining, giving more context to the conversation. The worst thing he said was naughty girl to this girl because she had shared a transgression, like something she stole, and he said naughty girl. Not a good look, but enough for him to lose everything. Come on, man. This is the age where I think social media, the internet, like humanity, we still don't have it right. But the powers that be are slowly going to gain control to some degree. Whatever power we think we have is truly an illusion. I feel disenfranchised, but I no longer feel like if we have an impact, man, we got to fight just that much harder to even feel that we have that punch that we want to, and we feel that any emotion that we want to be shared. So, okay, Molly Wright, that's the full name of this human being. That her name is all over the news, was all over the news, so that's not a dox. Is a conundrum to me, and her actions border criminal. He said, she said, never looks good, but none of what she said happened, and I can't believe she'd be so malicious and pile on like this. This was the second Molly. Now that I'm officially checked out, I think my family has a civil lawsuit, and she should be held accountable. I'm still waiting to see that happen. She pushed this over the edge into multiple women territory. It was one, then it was two. It's made me look stupid, and everybody accepted her word as fact. Citizens of the internet are playing such dangerous games with people's lives. I never had anyone lined up for an open relationship with her. I never was interested in a relationship with her. This is the second one who was not a minor, by the way. We had sex twice, and she initiated both times. The first was a surprise when we were done watching a movie or just hanging out, blah, blah, blah. Let me get to where he names some names in the industry. Social media is how I met people. My greatest relationships began at the end of COVID, thanks to meeting on Instagram. Now it's all gone. Art Show Evaporated was about to sign a $75,000 deal for Switchblade Shorties with Abrams. Cartoonist KFAB ends with Jimmy's shocking revelation statement. Basically, his brother on the podcast ended up, leaving his side, but doing that publicly and not personally. Some good people reached out and tried to help me through this. I'm trying to find where he just names these people. So give me a moment. Apologies. All I'm seeing right now is his apologies to his loved ones, to the people that, his family. It's a selfish act, but I always bear in mind, when someone already has things going on, depression, that this, like, he didn't ask for any of this publicity. He was just a man that kept to himself, and his work spoke for itself. And then the allegations just took on its own narrative. And just 8 days, man, not even a court, not even an investigation. And it's just gut-wrenching. At the original, my God, I'm having trouble talking. The original document had his phone number at the very end. Oh, here, I think I'm seeing, now you could see this as not him taking accountability or whatever, but I was ended, that's not the word there, but that's what I'm saying, by internet bullies, massive amounts of them. Some of you out there absolutely contributed to my deletion as you were entertaining yourself with gossip. I wasn't AI, I was a real human being. You chipped little bits of my self-esteem away all week until I was vaporized. Maybe I'll be able to haunt you dorks as a ghost. I come from gypsy heritage, and I'm definitely cursing a lot of you. This is creepy. This is the calmest I've felt all week. It's over for me. I'm sorry for the hurt it'll cause my family and closest buds. I hope it makes people think twice when joining an internet feeding frenzy. There you have it. Control freak till the last. Peace out. So I did skip all the parts where he calls out studio names and reporters just looking to pile on to anybody that can be destroyed. But with that, thank you for sticking around. I did say this would be a quickie. Please join us on this. There's Stuck at Night right there. Let me do this live and look terrible. I'm going to type in real time. What's up, Joe Pon? Check out Joe Pon, too. I got to make you a mod. I'll make you a mod. I think I said it before. All right. Bear with me because I need to do this, doing it live. I'm going to go to the YouTubes, as the cool kids call it. What just happened to my hand? All right. Stuck at Night show. Boom. Okay, and this is where I'm about to be. Here's the link. I really, really would love to see a resurgence of Josh and I working together. That's on me, though. I already told you I was the villain this past week and flaked out. But that's where I'll be in just, a couple seconds. Hope you enjoyed what I had to bring to the table. There's so much more. I've been binging so much silly content while I've been caregiver for the past 3 days. It's back to work tomorrow. For now, please, hey, stay strapped, stay safe, stay alert, and watch what you feed into. That's it for now for this stream. Meet you at Stuck. See yas.